Wait
We'll do it
for
live.
it to say live. We'll do it live.
Tell you what. We. You know. Oh, hold on. Ah, my speakers are on, which means you hear yourself.
It's not saying
You
live.
gotta teach me how to set up a stream, and then we can do a stream where I'm playing and you're commenting, and I'll play like I Am Bread.
Yeah, be done with that. By the way, we're live. Hi, what's up?
Hello.
I'm Lujek, that's Taylor, this is Phoenix Wright, and I'm on Twitter. Follow me at LuJackN, L-U-J-A-C.
Could you spell that again?
L-U-J-A-C.
No, right. It's at LuJackN. That's spelled L-U-J-A-C.
Yeah, there's no K, don't put a K on it. Everyone always tries to put a K on my name.
It's got an N at the end.
Yeah. The N is for my last name. What's my last name? I'll never tell.
Nigeria.
Niagara Falls. I'm copying. I actually mentioned Twitter because I'm putting a link on Twitter. Streaming some more Phoenix. Streaming some more Phoenix, right?
Phoenix. roaming around these factories, shouting Phoenix at people.
Wait, how do you spell right? I always forget.
It's with a W-R.
Yeah, I get that, but is it like G-H-T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the screen right in front of you.
Oh yeah, you're right, so I do. Why do I always forget how to spell that? Whatever, man, don't
How do I spell the title of this game that's on my screen right now?
Okay,
How
there.
do I hold all these letters?
Why can't I spell with all these letters? You know what letter? Well, you know what's two sounds I wish we had in English?
The alveolar trill, aka the rolling R, the R sound.
Yeah, that.
I mean, obviously, that's one of my.
I mean, obviously, that's like a great sound. The other one is the ZH, the zh, like zhao.
Yeah, because you can't even like say the words like or names like Zhao different from Zhao because you spell them the same with English letters.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Anyway, last time we were accusing Purple Fuckface Muffin that.
What if I told you that Mr. White is the purple guy?
Oh no, FNAF!
It all goes back to FNAF 1, where we learn that the purple guy is working with the vampires and is secretly vampire bloodline. Now,
oh my god!
It all comes back to vampire bloodlines.
Everything always comes back to vampire bloodlines. Is that on PS4? Because I'd totally play it if it was.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna do that while you start up the game.
Yeah, I don't even know if it is. I just want to play it because you're always mentioning it. But yeah, hi. So
that would be hilarious if that was actually like ported onto PS4.
I would love that. But yeah. So my name's Lujek. That's Taylor. This is Penis, right? And last time we accused Mr.
I don't think you pronounced that correctly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pronouncing it just fine. Trust me. And we accused Purple Fuckface Muffin dude of being the killer, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to accuse you for the murder and take you to trial." So now this Sonic Hedgehog-looking dude with a big finger has to defend himself. He only looks like Sonic when he's like in the title screen. When you actually see him, he's like. He's like if Sonic were human, because his hair does the whole like going out the back thing with the spikes, and there's even 3 of them. At least I think there's 3 of them. There's more than that in this picture, but I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
Alright, so I excuse me. I looked up Vampire Bloodlines and I got A surprisingly vast amount of vampire-themed movies and shows, as you would probably expect.
Huh.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that PlayStation has like movies
Yeah, I
and
thought
then
about buying Detective Pikachu on it, but I haven't done that yet. Because I haven't seen it yet.
let's see here. I got a thing that's just called Bloodline, Hellraiser Bloodline, Interview with the Vampire,
Hellraiser?
possibly Bloodline related, Wrong Turn 5, Bloodlines. I didn't know that movie had a subtitle.
Wrong Turn 5, Bloodlines?
Tremors 5, Bloodline. Wait, there's a Tremors 5 Bloodline?
Tremors was the
There's
one
also...
with like the weird underground creatures, right?
Yeah, I thought there was just 2 of those.
Friend of mine from work has seen like 3 of them. He says they're pretty okay.
There's Day of the Dead Bloodline, which I didn't know there's so many movies with Bloodline as the subtitle.
Wait, like the zombie movie?
Yeah, and there's also Wonder Woman Bloodlines.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I want to.
We should see that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like scrolling through here, and then the rest of it is all vampire shows, vampire movies, vampire anime.
Right. I would like... What?
Yeah, so sadly, no, there is not a port of Vampire Bloodlines to PlayStation 4.
Hey,
although
if you
that
can...
would be...
If
like,
you can...
I know it's possible,
dude,
though.
if you can port Undertale to PS4, I'm sure you can port a vampire game to PS4.
Well, that's the thing, is that, here's the thing, Vampire Bloodlines was made for, like, an OS that people don't even use. If I recall correctly, it was, like, made in the, I think, 80s or something. Like, but it was... No, I don't think it was made of... I'm getting it all confused. But basically, when I got my hands on a copy of it, it was, like, basically a bootleg that was, like, archived somewhere. Because, like, the original game was for, like, an older version of Windows that, like, I guess nobody in my family had. And so the entire game itself was a port that was also patched by, like, people who just liked the game and figured out how to fix it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, because, like, now you have, like, old games that are also, like, have patches for bugs that were, like, never fixed in the olden days. And I'm like, oh, that's really neat. But, like... what's just so amusing is that it's like, oh man, if you got a group of dedicated people together, especially if, like, you know, you actually, like, paid a group to, like, do this specifically, they could probably port it over to PlayStation 4 and it'd be really interesting.
Can we, like, make that a request to someone? Do you, like, know any game developers?
And the funniest thing about it is that, like, Vampire Bloodlines isn't, like, it's not like a mind-blowing game. It's not like on a scale from 0 to, like, I don't know, Breath of the Wild or whatever I would hold as the gold standard.
I would say Uncharted 4 or God of War.
Yeah.
Or Last of Us.
Or Days Gone.
I have not played Days Gone,
you
so...
have to take my word for it on that one. But, yeah, like, if that's, like, the gold standard, like, it's not like... I didn't get through the whole thing, so if it had, like, a really amazing, like, ending that would increase or decrease my score, I don't know. I only got, like, into, like, the first, maybe second, like, act of it. But the fact that it had such a specific, like, aesthetic to it, it had its own, like, grunge soundtrack that just permeated the entire game. Like, it had its own sort of aesthetic to it that was so signature that every time I see, like, a dusty apartment with a random goth standing in it, I'm like, is this Vampire Bloodlines? Every single time. So, like, I was playing Murdered Soul Suspect, which I bought for, like, $2 because for some reason it's on sale on PS4 for, like, $2.
Dude, are you going to watch me play Murdered Soul Suspect on Twitch if you're playing it on your own?
Yes, maybe I can help you find some of the collectibles in the game.
Because, like, you crapped out on me on Arkham Knight.
Honestly, like, I think the game's way more satisfying if you get all the little collectibles, because when you get all of them, it tells you a story, and those are pretty fun. I just hope it doesn't glitch out, because one of the missions glitched out on me, and I looked it up, and people were like, "Yeah, this'll just, like, happen. No one knows why." And I'm like, "Well, I guess I got what I paid for."
Fair
No,
point.
I was playing Murdered Soul Suspects, and I was like, all right, it's an inky black night with like hardly even like a moon.
Oh, I love
I'm
Inky Black
literally
Knights.
I'm literally a ghost wandering the streets. All of the streets are like barely too wide enough for like two cars, and all of the buildings are really like mashed together, and they're all very like grungy and lit with like 2 watt bulbs.
You're
And I'm looking around,
grungy.
I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, is this Vampire Bloodlines? And I could just imagine LeJack popping in, and he's like, no, not everything is Vampire Bloodlines.
Not everything is Vampire
You can't
Bloodlines!
just keep pointing at things and saying the Vampire Bloodlines. Points that do rah 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 the anime. Is this Vampire Bloodlines? No.
Dude, did you finish that anime? Because I did, and...
Are you kidding? I didn't. I didn't at all. I pretty
Oh.
much, as soon as we stopped watching it like together, I'm pretty sure I just didn't watch more. But I,
dude, that makes
I
me
should,
sad,
if only,
because, like...
if only so I can confirm or like end my suspicion that it is entirely compatible with Vampire Bloodlines. I will just add it to the collection of various things with that precise aesthetic, along with John Wick 1, 2, and most and parts of 3.
Dude, Durara was a good show. Like, it was a top quality anime, in my opinion. Anyway, September 9th, 9:52 a.m.
Oh
District...
yeah, we're doing a let's play. Hey everyone. I love. Oh man, I do really appreciate our rambling intros. Just because we have a lot
me
of
too.
business to take care of.
Yeah,
All
especially when it's a game like this, because you don't really have a whole lot of time to stop and just talk about things without, like, stopping the game.
Yeah, hold on. Let's try to do a let's play of a game like No Time to Explain, or like what was it, FNAF 3 or 4? I feel like that game was so heavy on very subtle, very quiet sound cues that it basically just made it irrelevant or just completely useless to try to do a let's play of. But like let's players, because FNAF was so popular, let's players were like, I really want to play this game, and I really want to stream this game. It's just that when I play it, I won't have any commentary until except for the start and the end of the episode. Because if I talk at all, I'm going to be eaten. And I'm like, I wonder. I feel kind of bad for like. I wonder if like what's the guy Scott Cawthon like was aware of that. He's like, what if I had more sound cues?
Scott Cawthon, what a legend, man. Anyway, September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby No.1.
No.1.
No.1. Oh, there's Maya looking super determined. You were voicing her.
I see her. Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah, one way or
We're breaking
another.
it out. What?
Breaking it out. Let's go. You like get out to the getaway vehicle and the getaway driver's Larry. What's that?
Ever get to read your line?
I said I read it. You just weren't listening.
You break out and you break out. You're surrounded by guards, and Phoenix Wright holds a blue crystal in his hand, and he just goes, e oo e. And everyone's like, huh, I don't know what it is about that particular series of tones, but I feel like leaving them alone now.
I don't get it.
You know, it makes a lot more sense in the... it's a lot funnier in the Rick and Morty episode.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. But
that's the first one of the new season.
I should probably watch that tomorrow.
You should probably watch that.
I was gonna say, like, they get out and the getaway driver is Larry Butts.
And then the rest of the game is just a mixture of GTA or Payday.
Sup, buddy? I'm a getaway driver now. You ready to do this? One way or another, this case gets decided today. As you again. Ooh, an Edgeworth.
Phoenix, look! I've never seen a stutter on a word that started with PH like that. Interesting.
Yeah, that is weird. Miles Edgeworth. That's you.
I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. Imagine I'm putting my finger between my eyes like I'm wearing glasses.
Right.
I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Doesn't that sound questionable?
Yeah, that's a little questionable. What does White have the judge in his pocket too? Oh my god, this judge seems like a pretty decent person, but if he turns out to be like in someone else's pocket, I'm gonna be super mad. Like, how dare you, Master Roshi judge person?
Don't click anything. I was gonna say, judge is like, objection. This whole thing is a farce. I would like a retrial. Denied. I would like a rejudge. And then just another judge pops out behind the chair. A fool!
You rang? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story.
I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
My battery is low! I forgot to check that again! What a fool I was!
Only the professionals work on this stream.
Only the most professionals. I'm gonna swap out my controller.
I'll have you know that I got hydrated and fed before the stream, and I have all my stuff freshly plugged in.
Well, good for you. I have all of those things except for my controller, so, I mean, I'm at least 99% prepared.
Are you charged 99%?
99 pieces! SU, Edgeworth.
How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. Well, you would make a fantastic defense lawyer, wouldn't you?
Yeah, seriously.
So I make, something, so I make that my policy.
Edgeworth, you've changed.
I skipped a line.
Good job. Professionals! Professional streaming.
Yes, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
Wait, what? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. Just gonna leave it there. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom, no dot one. Oh, clones. What is the friggin' clone saga?
I hope there's not like a, you know, fourth or fifth game and one of the puzzles is, hey, what courtroom were you in, number 1 or number 2?
There's the judge.
Hold on. Court is now in session for something I don't know. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Hell yeah, Honor!
I know you literally just got out of law school and won the first trial, and, you know, you had to sign a thing just to be here, but are you really sure?
Honor, listen to me. Your Honor, look, dude, I am so ready for this. I am so high on just all sorts of drugs right now, and I'm filled with alcohol. I've never been more ready.
Is this Phoenix Wright or Trevor Phillips?
Yes.
He shows up.
Dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine Phoenix meeting Trevor? He sees Trevor doing all sorts of things, and he's just like, "Well, I'm not gonna be defending that guy. Gotta get Edgeworth on the phone. Judge boy.
No, I said understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Our opening statement, please. As the details of the event are quite clear, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too well. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? Oh good, he's doing that smug thing where he shakes his head and holds his hands out, like, I'm not sure what he's doing with his hands there.
That sort of like half shrug gesture thing.
Yeah.
I'm ever so sorry. Mr. Wright is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that was Miss May's opinion. It was all something. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. I'm just gonna read the judge as sarcastic from now on. Excellent, Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Thanks, Edgeworth. That's like totally a great thing.
This is just an accent.
I sound horribly sarcastic, but I'm really not. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. Nowhere? You mean that weird celestial space head up in space? Where the Guardians live? Yeah, it's a great space head in space.
I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand.
With your weird Victorian look. And this guy with his pink suit. Edgeworth.
Please state your full name. We will try not to giggle.
you wish to know that...
No, it's my voice.
I know, but like...
I'm doing all the voice.
It's so dumb. The title of my personage. But who talks like this?
You wish to know the title of my personage.
Oh, good. Look at all that bling.
Ching. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Do my locutions confuse? Name.
These two are great together.
Maybe Edgeworth is our secret wild card. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco something. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negative. Oh, we're gonna get him on this one somehow.
Hell
That
yeah.
would be a negative. I would not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why, tell what you already know. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'll be done for! Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Probably because you're always...
Phoenix, that's a different manga. Ha ha ha. We got a whole new pose for him for this trial. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
The fuck does that mean? Is he gonna kill me?
Specifically, like, I don't know, a Monitor, the god of bureaucracy.
I mean, I would say specifically, Ashra, because they're freaking cool. They got like 6 arms and 3 heads.
You know, we went in totally different directions, and I respect that.
Me too.
No, it's yeah, a monitor. A monitor is basically a super obscure D&D god that within the lore of D&D was so obscure that people like forgot about it, and so it just got absorbed by a larger god.
Huh.
Yeah, like basically a god got popular, and then it split into a minor god of a god of like law and order. Sort of created this like sort of minor god of bureaucracy, but then people were like, do we really need a god for bureaucracy? And so they just sort of withered out and got reabsorbed. And so it's like, ah, yes, a monitor, one of those gods people forget about.
That's kind of sad. I was just thinking of Ashra because they got like 6 arms and 3 heads, and they just look cool.
I would like to call Ganesh to the stand.
Damn it! If I was thinking of Uncharted, then I would have said Ganesh. I would like to call Ganesh to the stand. Just a big elephant dude comes out. He's actually just one of the guards from the third Sly Cooper game. Oh, hey there! I work for Dr. M. He killed a buddy of mine.
I accidentally closed the video tab.
Shout out to anyone who got that reference, by the way.
I hope someone did, because I did not. Oh, this is my line, sorry.
Yeah.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Basically, in Sly 3, a bunch of the guards are just big elephant people. And the one time you hear one of them speaking, he's like, "Oh, hello, Dr. M." Dr. M's the bad guy.
Oh, so they sound like the interns in Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, and it's like the only time you ever hear them talking is just like, "Oh, hello, Dr. M. How are you doing today? Good to see you."
Alright. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. He had a bunch of long hair that he was attacking with. Needless to say, that man was none other than you. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but we gave chase.
Impaction?
Finally, there was a terrible infection. Like a strike, I'm guessing? And
Yeah.
then it was all over. I really gotta make sure my alarm is not going off on at 9 on stream nights, because that's, when we're streaming.
Is it like a alarm for your medication or something?
No, it's I wanted to have an alarm on nights that were not streaming, so around 9 o'clock, which is when a lot of people are off work and maybe like at home or on Twitter or whatever. That was going to be when I upload a lot of the videos that I get on PS4 share.
Ah, fair enough. Judgy boy, your line.
If things occurred as you testify, I'm afraid the defendant is guilty.
He has an amazing beard.
Oh, yes. I grew it myself.
Who would win in
Very
a
well,
beard?
defendant.
Who would win in a beard off? Kratos from God of War or Judge from Phoenix Wright?
It depends on how you're rating them.
Dude, a Beard
fluffiness,
Hunter would have a
softness,
field day with this guy.
Beard Hunter. Oh, yeah.
You remember Beard Hunter? I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't even know he was a character that existed.
Mr. Wright.
Oh, right.
Your cross-examination.
So I guess it is like 4 spikes, but it's a little Sonic X, Sonic S,
Sonic
Sonic-esque.
X.
Sonic. What word am I trying to say right now? It's a
Gotta
little
go fast.
Sonic. Gotta go fast. Uh, did anyone else immediately think of Sonic the Hedgehog in that one episode of Sword Art Online? Garbage anime, by the way. But in that one episode of Sword Art Online where he's like, faster, faster. Did anyone else immediately hear in their head, gotta go fast? Because I did, and the people who made the abridged anime did too. I don't know if it was the abridged anime. I think it was just some stupid video that was making fun of it. But they heard it too, and I was like, ha, I'm not the only one.
And as soon as I remember discovering Sword Art Online specifically from 2 like 1 hour video reviews of it. One being like, here's where the show failed as a show, and then the other one was, here's how the show failed as it doesn't model the game mechanics make no sense.
Yeah.
And I actually like watched that, and I was like, I feel like I've learned so much about a show that I haven't actually like seen. And what I love on top of that is how Sword Art Online Abridged like took all of the like worst parts and revamped them into other kinds of jokes that make more sense. And because of that, it's like a vastly better show that with the exact same footage.
Yeah,
Which is just like amazing to me. It's like, look, we made a better show with the same exact show just by changing a few like lines of dialogue.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad show. I got as far as like Gun Gale, and I watched some of that, but then I stopped.
And I've been playing God of War, in which case you do get Alfheim back online.
Yes, you do, and it's great.
Alfheim off.
Alfheim. Yes, Your Honor. Witnesses account. Hi, Mage. You want to come up here? Why are you just sitting there? Come here, you. Mwah.
I'm gonna read it while you're petting the cat.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe.
Wait, didn't you already read all this?
Yeah, technically I did, so I don't have to read it.
Yeah. I was quietly perusifying. These words don't make you sound smart. Especially not when you're making up words. Personage. Title of my personage.
I'm fairly sure those are words, they're just not used very much.
Well, then they're dumb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure perusifying might be fake, though.
Really? I kind of thought perusifying was the real one and that, like, personage was the fake one.
No, because, like, personage is like an extension of a person, but, like, perusifying feels like a fake extension of perusing. Like, you wouldn't add another syllable for the same exact word.
When he was like, quietude. He just like adds things to words.
Yeah, it's like homestead.
He is too goddamn sparkly, and I hate his butt chum.
He's 100% guaranteed to use the word homestead at one point. Homestead.
I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you some papers by the window. I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Wait a minute. How would he hear the bedlam, though? What the hell is a bedlam?
In this case, a bedlam would be a chaotic sound.
Huh. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, the spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, the man was none other than the lawyer I called Messmail. Should we press him on Miss May?
Hold on. Hmm. Wait. No. If this happened precisely at 9, wouldn't the bellboy have been in the room too?
Did he say it was at 9?
Yeah, at the start.
Well, this doesn't even give a time. Yeah, I guess. You wanna press him on that one then? On where he calls Miss May over?
I was gonna say the first statement where he says it happened at 9.
At 9. Okay. How do you know that time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect. Oh, fuck off. You're so misunderstood. Oh wait, that's you.
And then just elbow drop from the ceiling from Bellboy. Oh no, you don't. Stories, Mr. Lawyer. There's a proper term for secretary again. Secretary?
Yeah, I think secretary is the proper word for secretary.
Well, I mean the one that keeps secrets. The secretary.
Secretary. That's still you, dude.
Room service for 9 o'clock. I'm like a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, I know.
It happened soon after the room service arrived.
That's what Miss May said too.
I'm gonna press further specifically because one thing that's bothered me from early on was that if Miss May had gotten coffee like basically right before the murder, then like why wasn't there any in the room when like you go to investigate?
Yeah.
Like there's was she planning on having wine? Like I guess she was planning on having wine and a coffee. That seems like it's gonna mess with your brain.
Dude, I really don't like alcoholic beverages, and it's not like, oh, I don't drink because I'm clean, because I certainly am not. I've been smoking so much weed. But no, I just don't like how alcohol tastes. Like,
oh, no, I can understand that.
I don't like the taste of wine, I don't like the taste of beer. I like Seagrams, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, oh man, I wish we could ask the bellboy if and when he delivered the wine bottle and the 2 glasses.
Yeah.
If he did, then something doesn't add up.
Yeah. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. That's you again.
Ahem. This is your concern. Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside of the room. Of course he could not see me. You would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. I feel like, man, we really should have gotten more, like, papers from the bellboy, because just, like, the court record would be way clearer. You'd be like, yes, he entered the room. That's
wait a minute.
He said it.
Wait a minute. We have a court record. We have May's testimony.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably there.
But it doesn't say anything about that. I don't know.
What's missing?
9 p.m. I was quietly persifying. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside.
I keep forgetting that it's supposed to be at 9 p.m., not 9 a.m. So it's like, you're having some late coffee for the day, and wine, I guess. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way.
Wait, is it 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I remember because, even though everyone keeps saying 9, it's because at 9 a.m. was when, they had the, what's it called? The important phone call, and 9 p.m. was around when the murder took place.
Right. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there.
There's one thing that I'd press if like I could specifically. It's that like April May was like when it could have been really cut and dry, where April May was like, I saw someone kill her, and then you're like, who done it? And it's like, I couldn't quite see them, but then like this guy comes to the stand and is like, yes, I was in the same exact room and I saw them perfectly fine and I know who it was and it was you. Like
can we press that?
I guess April May's got night blindness. It's a real thing, but it's not. I don't think she actually has it.
Right, I'm gonna press him on that, on the spiky-haired man. Is it spiky hair? Oh, that's it? Okay, cool. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Oh, Taylor, you were right! Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
Right.
That's you, Mr. White.
They were trying to frame up Maya, and so since they've shifted this whole thing so much, it makes a lot of the stuff they left in the first place makes no sense. Like, why would there be a bloody note that says Maya if Maya had nothing to do with it?
Right. It's you, Mr. White.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. I've got special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
My brand.
My brand.
My brand.
There's like a weird dip in the middle, like my brand.
Just what is your eyesight? A thing I used to see with. Oh, you mean like.
Just what is your eyesight? I didn't ask about your bling bling, I asked about your freaking eyesight. Counting both eyes 40.
Counting both. That's actually not how eyesight is measured.
Yeah, that's not like.
I only learned in like high school or so that.
Don't add them together.
That eyesight at 20/20 means that you see things at 20 meters that, or like 20 yards that a person should be able to see at 20 yards, and that's basically all it means. Which, there are people with actually like really great eyesight that actually have better than 20/20 vision. So I think it's like 20/10 vision or what have you, where they can see things at 20 meters that they should be only able to see at 10 meters, for instance. You'll find a very high portion of folks like that in the Air Force, simply because that's the really useful trait to have as a pilot.
This has been Vision Facts with Taylor Bungus.
Yep. Vision Facts.
That's you, Judge.
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway?
Hey, Judge, you can't infer like that.
Yeah, Judge, you gotta not do that.
You can, but as a judge, I feel like you should at least hand it over back to his lawyer, not to yourself.
Hey, Judge, I think you should hand it back over to the lawyer in a case like that. I've tried to do Warburn. I can't do a good Warburn.
And what do you do then?
I punch you in the fucking face.
What?
You heard me?
It just cuts to the Capcom game.
Just cuts to like Phoenix Wright doing his ultimate move on Super Smash Bros.
Just throwing papers around. I thought this might. Oh wait, this is the green text.
Yeah. Yeah. Ignore the green text. Pay no attention to the text that is colored green. I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. I don't know. Press that, I guess. I'm not really sure what to press. I'm just gonna press everything. What was Miss May doing at that time? It's you, White.
She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly.
Another great Swedish dish. This has been Sweden culinary dishes.
Swedish culinary arts with Bingo and Luja.
With Bingo and Bird Dog.
Bingo and Bird Dog. That's a series title right there.
Yeah, right. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Oh, shut up, Edgeworth.
Did you know that Maya was... Did you know that Miss April was phone?
Did you know that bird is the word?
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand.
Bird has everything to do with the case at hand.
I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Inquiry. Miss Faye was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman.
What a queer inquiry. A queer inquiry. There's the beginning of a tongue twister. Queer as in odd, not queer as in homosexual. For anyone who wasn't aware of that, queer used to mean odd.
I'm just imagining like just the old Victorian text, and it's just like a queer inquiry. Fellas, is it gay? Go on.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. If that even is your real name. As you.
Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. That's Portuguese for Mr. President.
It's Swedish for awesome.
Just, I love the idea of him being like within the almost the correct language group and translation, but like always a word or two off, so you can tell he's just making it up.
Right. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Press that, I guess. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. I
need to really understand his concepts. I need to firmly grasp it.
I need to firmly grasp it in my hand.
Of course. Comprende. I understand. I dropped the situation. Okay. Oh snap, we got an inconsistency. Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
Wait, what did he say? Well, you said there was a contradiction.
Yeah, he said that the victim ran to the left, but, April's, testimony said the opposite.
Oh, damn, you right, present that! Wait right there, Mr. White, you've dug your own grave! As you.
I'm just a little behind.
Yeah.
What is this? Paper? Why, I'm allergic to paper. Get this out of here.
This here, it's bird. It's the word, and you need to firmly grasp it in your hand.
I just realized something.
What?
Okay, so, you know how...
Dude, what if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl, and her number was 8675309?
That might be true. And I don't have any more songs for that. But here's the crazy thing about this statement. It's true. Let it simmer for a bit.
It's true that she went to the left?
She went to the... According to April, who was looking at her from the outside of the office, she moved to the right. However, Mr. White was the murderer. He was in the room facing her, which means she did rush to the left.
Damn you, right.
He's correct, but he's remembering it correctly, and he's accidentally, what's the word, indicted himself.
Yeah, but that directly Yeah, I get what you're saying. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. There's you again.
I can... Exclamation point! It is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Tap, tap,
He's
tap.
got the paper.
Yeah, he's got the paper out. Look at the floor plan. The killer was here. I'm assuming where the big K is. And the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? His face right now!
I'm like 2 maybe 3 seconds behind. Oh, there we go. Now I'm seeing it.
Yeah. It's a great look
You've
for him.
inspired 2 new emotions from me. Very, very strange.
I am unused to the emotions I am currently feeling right now.
Right to left. I did. And he did. He was technically correct.
Yeah. Phoenix, look at his face. Oh wait, that's you.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True.
I feel like Maya should be like, wait a minute. If he was facing it that way and... Oh my gosh, he was the killer.
Right. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. I mean, so he did witness the killing. He didn't witness the killing. He did the killing! Wait a second.
No, that's semantics. I think unless he did it well with his eyes closed, he had both witnessed and did the killing.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I hate being so lagged behind. Please excuse me. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Mr. White is right, Miss May is right, both are right.
Both are right because they're facing opposite directions.
We got him! We got him! Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once.
Ha! I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
One was looking over their shoulder in a mirror. What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
The funniest thing about about Mr. White is how, like, the fact that he's super confident in his testimony makes it, like, way more damning when he messes up.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel?
And the
He was
law...
not in the hotel. Where could he have been?
And
Saskatchewan?
Madagascar? In this economy? And the... I just love adding the phrase "in this economy" to the end of, like, any, like, spiel.
Spiels in this economy?
Spiels in this economy? In the law...
Adding more things to the phrase? Oh, worm?
Oh, word? In this economy?
On God?
In the law offices of Fay and Co., of course. Smack, smack, smack. More specifically, he was standing there. What?
I'm just reloading the page again.
Oh, okay. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. He was here. He was the murder. He is the suck. This is where he was.
How dumb would it be if, like,
Look.
you asked to see Mr. White's shoe and he just had, like, a couple of glass shards stuck to it, and it all came together. It was like, oh, it all came together. He got that stuck in his shoe after the lamp broke.
Honestly, I feel like he would have either cleaned his shoes or gotten new ones.
I mean, on one hand, you're right. On another, I just love the idea of, like, him just, like, forgetting a minor detail like that and it being, like, really easily avoidable, but he forgot.
Yeah, he's like, whoops. How did those get there?
That glass could come from anywhere, and then it's like, no, this lamp was in a limited production.
These shoes were specifically designed with these glass shards embedded into them, as is their design.
Oh, that's even better.
I had them custom made, see? Specifically asked for there to be, like, glass shards in the shoes.
Phoenix is like, that sounds preposterous, and Edgeworth is just like, allow me to illustrate a brand called Grey Goose.
And the judge is just like, yeah, okay, this seems legit.
Just a quick side note, there actually are, like, a lot of bizarre products that are just like that. Like, well, my little brother showed me once, there was this pair of distressed shoes, as in when you buy them they look like they've already been worn for like a couple years, and they have like duct tape on them, and they're called like distressed Grey Goose shoes or sneakers or something.
Why?
They're like $300.
Why are they named after vodka?
It wasn't Gold Goose. I'll have to look it up, but yeah, it's.
I don't know, but Grey Goose is vodka.
It's like, why would you pay? I wouldn't pay $300 for fresh shoes. Why $300 for old shoes?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Dude, why can't I just be a distressed shoe manufacturer? Like, you just give me shoes, I wear them, and then after like a year, I give them to you, and you sell them for a markup.
Right?
Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. This is a complete bamboozle.
We have been bamboozled.
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed. Okay. They do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer.
What now? He's laughing?
The hilarity of the moment made me remember something.
Mr. Your Honor.
It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. For Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Witness testimony. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the left of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That's not gonna work in this court, because we have the autopsy report.
Hell yeah.
And that rhymes. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Judge, stop. I know you're a judge, but you're doing the little judgments along the way, and it's not a thing a judge does.
Yeah, seriously. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Oh, I'm gonna cross-examination the shit out of this bastard. Holy crap, we've been doing this for an hour. I'm good to keep going. You want to keep going?
We're gonna have to keep going.
Let's keep going.
It's so important.
Yeah. Miss May's testimony. Wait a minute. Let me just look at that autopsy report real quick. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Would that work?
Yeah, the key thing is that although it was amended with may have lived a few minutes after being hit, the important part is that it was a single blow by a blunt object, not multiple.
Right. So hit her on the savagely, or?
No, his last line about, what is it, you hit her again, or whatever.
You chased her and delivered the final blow.
He's adding more hits to the playlist.
Yeah, hold it. Stop saying it was me.
Hold it. Stop saying it was me. Shiny spark. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof.
Can I do nothing?
It feels weird that, like, wouldn't there be, like, one of those weird policies where technically they have to hold a different court session to try you for the same thing? Because you're already in a court for a different reason?
Man, I don't know. I assume that this takes place in, like, a weird combination of countries where laws are different.
Oh, yeah, this takes place in a world where, like, legal proceedings just happen all at the same time. So
yeah.
If you discover that the attorney or the prosecutor or the judge is, like, guilty, then you can just pursue that on the spot.
Yeah, seriously.
And that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right.
Where should I present the proof, though? Because it wouldn't... Because I don't want to do it on the line where it's like final blow, because depressing was weird.
No, you don't press. You present with the autopsy report.
Okay. On the final blow... Oh, wait, no. Deliver the final blow. Present... Mia's autopsy report. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. His face again. What do you have to say of that?
He's got the paper.
Oh, I got the paper. I'm a smacking that paper. Now.
Warburton noises.
Another
Warburton noise.
And this Swedish dish called.
Oh, no. We've got too many on our plate already.
It's like that episode of Family Guy where they keep going to Olive Garden, and like every time they're less enthused to the point of annoyance. Because like every time someone says, it's an episode where they were like in the Navy, and every time they would talk about that, they'd be like, "When you're here, you're family." And every time they say that, it would just cut to them in like Olive Garden, and that happened like 3 times, and the 4th time when someone almost said it, Cleveland like shot him, and he's like, "I'm not going back to that restaurant again."
Why would they go to Olive Garden after every battle? Is that like their staging area?
No. It was because their catchphrase was, "When you're here, you're family." And every time someone said that...
Which is the catchphrase of Olive Garden.
Yeah. That's
why do they keep going to Olive Garden, though?
I don't know. There are some gems in Family Guy. It's gotten really dumb, but like, there's some gems here and there.
Yeah, they say when you're here, you're family, but Olive Garden never lets me crash at their place for a few days.
Now's my chance to hit him where it counts, in the balls. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? Now he's pouting.
Wait. I just realized it. Hit him where it hurts. In the balls. I was like, no, his testimony. Write that testimonials.
Testimonials.
Oh, my testimony. I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
Objection. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Objection.
Objection! The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony... Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window, and I heard that thing fall. And then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And did her in with a single blow. Swap. Now, oh, hold on. Swap indeed.
I love that line.
May begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, is hurting.
Deal with it. Oh, like a hat and shades appear on him. Like a little cigar pops into his mouth. This is almost over.
Present 8-bit sunglasses.
Present 8-bit sunglasses.
I think it'd be 16-bit or something, but...
whatever. Semantics. Well, see, I looked through the window and I heard that the thing fell, and the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged.
So here's the wild thing, that he's putting together the pieces of what happened, but he's using it with his own memory, which is why when he keeps revising his testimony, it actually gets more accurate, but just like saying that it wasn't him.
Right.
Because we have the exact idea here. Like, he came in, she ran, he tried to hit her, she dodged, it hit the lamp, which then the lamp broke.
Right, I'm pressing him on this thing. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran.
Yes, I must have been confused. But, don't worry, we all know what happened now. And then the man in the back said everyone attack and turned into a ballroom blitz. And that is all the lyrics I know from that entire song. So don't ask me more questions.
Don't even worry about it, Your Honor.
Don't even look it up, I'm correct.
Oh, the other window when I saw, this one?
Phoenix! He's getting very talkative and something,
Oh, sorry, I, skipped over that.
just blasted through those lines.
Well, because it was just things they say when you go through the cross-examination.
What was that thing?
I think it was important.
There was a flying dead thing. It was beaming an image into my mind.
Oh my god, it's the flying dead thing. There's a flying dead thing in my dream.
I remember seeing it in my dream.
That's not a dream.
Objection.
That would never be a dream.
Your Honor, that is not a dream. That would never be a dream.
Objection, Your Honor. That's you, Mr. White.
Oh, the glass light stand.
Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Here's mine.
Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White.
What?
You're saying you saw the glass light stand?
I didn't see a glass light sitting, if that's what you're asking.
Ha!
Yes.
Then change your testimony to reflect that!
Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony.
And the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Oh, he's sweating on that line. I'm gonna press him on that.
It cuts to the judge, and he's like, "I'm really glad we didn't have to call that recess, because I'm not actually wearing any pants. I'm wearing skater shoes. No one's gonna take me seriously if they see my cool shoes under this robe.
No one's gonna take me seriously if they see me behind here.
They'll be like, oh look, it's Judge whatever his name, back at it again with the white vans."
Mr. White, did you know the victim personally?
And I'm waiting for it. There we go. No. Triple no. How would I? How could I? Objection. I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim.
You're looking a little flustered.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness.
You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Can I just say, I really like Edgeworth's voice in this game. Like, you only really get to hear, like, the attorneys when they're like, objection!
Okay.
But, like, they each have a very clear, distinctive voice.
Keep in mind that I don't hear the music or the voices, so, like, I'm just going with my Seto Kaiba vibes.
Oh, fair enough.
Just out of theory.
Right. I'll press him on the dodging. What?
Oh, I was gonna say there's no penalty for pressing as far as we know, so.
No, we've been pressing a lot. Now, before you said that, she was hit before she ran.
I feel like we did that before.
I feel like we did too. She turned
I feel
and
like we're in
ran.
a time loop over here.
Wait a minute.
That would be, dude. That would be the most interesting but dumbest like twist in a legal thriller. Is that like someone created a time loop and just kept the time loop looping until they managed to get a what's the word? The same case, except they got all the like bits of evidence correct.
Right. Wait a minute, what if we presented the glass when he's talking about the light stand?
Yeah, we could, I guess.
I don't think that would really do anything, but like...
Yeah, but the important thing... Hold on.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh man. Go to the evidence and look at the floor plan real quick.
Floor plan.
Because I was gonna say, I wasn't sure if someone from the third floor would even be able to see the light stand.
Oh! Oh, dude, you're right!
They basically see the shards. I mean, if they were really, I mean, technically he's supposed to have, if he's truthful, he's got very good vision.
But he says that the light stand was lying on the ground. You could see, like, the broken shards, but I don't think you'd be able to make out that it was a light stand.
Yeah, I mean, it basically looked like a plate when you picked it up.
Yeah. Let's present that.
Imagine, just a Mia Fey one day, she's talking with a friend, she gets a little boop on her phone, and it's like, oh, there's supposed to be some earthquakes today. My nightstand!
Mr. White.
Precariously perched.
Seriously. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand.
What?
Look at this!
These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Your Honor, now look. Look at this shit right here, Your Honor. If you were to
photograph.
Look at this photograph, it will not make you laugh. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Right here, where the light is. You see? Well, you see? Note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, Mr. You're White, what do you have to say to that, ya purple sparkly fucker?
Just, Phoenix, calm down.
Phoenix, come on, man.
You just turn into the little defender from the accounting game. It's like, have you been eating too much ramen, you high sodium jerk?
I didn't know that was the game.
No, the accounting game, it's got it's very odd. It's a VR game.
Oh, should look that up. Mr. White, if you were at the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. You're White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the very offices! In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place!
It's like, I have a counter to that.
Oh, he turned into a zombie for a minute.
I was in the office before, because I was looking for, oh, well, he's a zombie. I was looking for, I was looking to collect a very interesting glass stand, and I heard there was one there, and as the jury may know, I am not afraid to take a stand.
Oh my god! I knew you were going there! I'm raising this bar!
Look, you can raise the bar, but if I drop bars, I'm gonna keep on forgetting. I love how my knowledge of songs is just so fragmentary that it's just like, oh yeah, I know 2 of these lines.
Right? Dude, I would love to hear Patrick Warburton singing some Eminem rap.
Oh no.
I'm not afraid to take a stand. Mr. White.
I just want to hear Patrick Warburton reading Dr. Seuss.
Dude, that would be amazing! Do you like green eggs and ham? That's Sam I am. That's Sam I am. I do not like.
He's gonna pop up with like a
Sam
smiley
I
face,
am.
and it'll be like, "Aha! I have a counter thing." And why does his shirt looks like the same color as his neck?
Man, I don't know.
So weird.
You did it, didn't you? Ellipses. I see.
If you press this button, you become a crab, but you're unable to answer questions directly. Did you do it? Perhaps. Your Honor, I, Miss Mayor.
Ha, looks like we're about to get our verdict. Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth!
Objection. That's far enough, Miss Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth.
I forgot about Edgeworth.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing very much this one.
Not
I
really.
feel like you should be asking those questions. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap?
Order! Order, I say. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, and blurry members in the back of the court, Mr. Wright is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
Your Honor, by this diagram you can see the wheels wobble, but don't fall down. The CEO of Blue Corp, he ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Faye. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who?
No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct. You're most correct, Miles.
Give me a break!
Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I reached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand instead. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Shing, sparkle, sparkle. Ahem, leave it to me. Oh, sorry, wrong voice.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It was the beginning of September, a week before the murder. It all started in the summer of '89. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Like a light stand, but made of glass. So, you saw the light stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct. That is, correct. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may now cross-examine.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
Oh, fuck you! You saw his body language! You saw how he was sweating like a pig! Y'all saw it! The judge saw it! Edgeworth saw it! The whole audience, the whole jury saw it! Y'all saw how he was acting! And, oh my god. I am livid right now. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fan Call offices. Of course I had done so and placed the wiretap. I'm gonna press the wiretap. Why did you tap me as phone? Shut up, Edgeworth.
Then who tapped phone?
Who tapped phone? I see you, Edgeworth.
Right. Objection. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality.
What are we supposed to do with this?
Alright. So, let's see here. What do we know about September? What do we know about the wiretap? What do we know about... I mean, it still wouldn't explain why there's the word Maya written in blood, so we can just bring that up, I guess.
Why is this a thing?
Like, have you forgotten that was the entire, like, framework that you somehow set up?
Yeah, right. I'd enter the Fan Call offices. I'm just gonna press everything right now because I don't know what else to do. Do you have proof? I see you, Edgeworth.
Objection! Miss April May knew of the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Right. Press the next sentence then. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May?
If only we had like a, I don't know, like a, more notes. Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
Right.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices.
To place the wiretap, I think I pressed that one already. That was when I saw the glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand?
Reload the thing real quick, because I feel like, lag increased just a little bit. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. I am known to take stands. It's a beauticious thing. That is all.
Damn it!
I also like stealing prized artwork. Oh no.
Whoops. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Yes, let's bluff something out of him. Evidence. 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 Let's look at my cell phone.
I would have gone. I'll go with either the paper or the glass shards, or the glass shards or the Maya note. Because the Maya note still just doesn't add up.
Right. Well, where could I present that though? Because don't I have to be like on a certain dialogue box in order to represent the right stuff? Represent or present? Don't know why I said represent. What? Laptop, can you stop, please? Thank you.
See. Let's.
Oh, wait. What?
Maybe there's some lines you haven't looked at?
I went past the cross-examination, and now there's dialogue happening.
I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright? Are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Question marks? Do you want to be the question marks, or should I?
And then Larry shows up and he's like, I saw the murder. I saw him leaving that day.
Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Oh, who could it be, Taylor? Who do you think it is?
Scooby-Doo. I don't know.
Look.
Mamma mia. Okay. Never give up, Phoenix.
Dude, it's Mia!
Remember, in the heart of the papers. Believe in the heart of the testimonials.
Believe in the heart of the papers. Ellipses, exclamation points. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Ellipses. Oh, right, ellipses. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ellipses. Oh my god, dead person! Pass this out again!
I'm so confused.
Just keep reading, dude.
Roll credits. Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix.
Penis!
Jack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Unless you're in the 90s, I guess you could greet me with just a handful of squeezable gack. Nickelodeon thing.
I don't remember that. You're... Maya?
I am so confused.
Just keep reading.
Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya's channeling you?
That's right. I am Maya, and I'm also Mia. And now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, and you can't either. And that's why I came here to tell you. That's what I came here to tell you.
Exclamation point ellipses. But...
You don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. Awkward pause. You've already won.
Huh?
I have seen all timelines. You have that receipt and the court record, right?
Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Oh, it's a receipt, so it's got like something on the back about where she was at the time.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright wrote that, not me, which means it's a receipt that he had.
So what do I do with it?
Flip it around and see where he was that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the front of the receipt. Ah, it all comes together.
The front? It's a regular receipt.
Yes.
Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000.00? Wow! Big spender! Item. Glass light stand! Date of purchase September 4th! September 4th!
Did he buy the glass light stand and then like, give it to her and what?
It's not his! The receipt's not his!
I bought that stand. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa. Whoa. Like, big whoa.
Bet he saw it a few days ago, like, nearly a week ago. It's all coming together.
Yep.
He said that he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it.
Right! Oh, dude, I think we're about to finish this. September 9, 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom no dot 2. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I see you, bruh.
Court will now reconvene with the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yes! Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
Your Honor, take a chance on me. But, as Mr. Edgeworth noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
Why does he get to say?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. Well, it's a combination of the judge being, like, highly preferential for, like, no given reason. Or no open reason.
Right.
And possibly because, if you noted at the very start of this trial, it was like, trials are getting super short, and they're supposed to be as short as possible. And so, it apparently is pretty normal to just be like, is this trial over? Can it be over? Can we go home?
Right. Alright, present that shit. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Oh, fuck off, Edgeworth, with your dumbass head shake. God, you're so smug.
Your Honor, my client is illiterate and could not have drawn that.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
Ah, yes. This thing is like 3 feet long. That must be a CVS receipt. The other side.
Right. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
I can just imagine putting on little bifocals, looking down his nose like,
Right, right. I see you, Judgy boy.
Well, a glass nightstand. The date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see? You get it? You fools! Mr. Wright! When you allegedly entered fake and cola... Or Mr. White, my bad. When you allegedly entered fake cola offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there! Yeah! Fuck you, White! I see you.
No, wait, hold on.
Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? You punk-ass bitch. Let's see you again.
No, it's impossible. That is not a word.
Impossible? Is that really what he said?
I am almost certain that it's not a word.
That is absolutely not a word. Uh-oh. He's losing it. He's gonna turn into a great ape! Well, Your Honor, he's about to go Super Saiyan! I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure pushing down on you, Mr. fucking White. You fucking suck. You're an asshole!
Yeah, it should have. I was gonna say that's the line that it sounds like, so you should have gone with that.
Yeah. But I think he'll agree. You can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Objection, Your Honor. My client is clearly as cool as vanilla ice and not under pressure. Very well. Shout out to those who get that reference.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Then, that is all for the trial of...
Shut up, Edgeworth!
Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's fucking Edgeworth. I'd love to be fucking Edgeworth. God, he's so hot. I mean, Edgeworth, goddammit!
There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Well, that's not how trials work, though.
Oh my god.
Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object! Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further, or to keep these two gamer boys on here any longer than they need to be. Let's just fucking end the trial so we can log off. God.
Your Honor, we have been too online.
Your Honor, we've been at this for an hour and 43 minutes. That's like way longer than a normal stream.
Your Honor, Exhibit A, we bought too many games and now we have to play them all.
That's you, Judgy.
6:15 p.m., the defendant entered the steam train.
Steam train. We bought too many games.
Now we gotta play them all.
All aboard the stream train. Choo choo. Shout out to Game Grumps. Shout out to Ross and Barry and just like everyone. They're great. Such a good quality channel.
Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth!
Edgeworth! Edgeworth!
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just to make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Man, fuck your glitter bling bling.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
That on one hand, Edgeworth... oh, hold on. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Of course. Thank you for your time.
It's too much time. Gah!
The witness will stay.
Mia?
Phoenix. Read this note out loud.
Mia? What's this?
Is it inside the clock?
Oh, probably. Oh, it's the evidence. Your Honor, if I may.
No, May is already out of the court. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. Yeah, I mean, I'm facing the threat of, like, prison for life or execution or something. Whatever crazy-ass shit you guys do in this game. Throw me down the witching well. There's your Wolf Among Us reference for the day.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that one at least.
I have something I would like to read to the court. Mia. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's
Bingo
what had happened.
Bungus.
Bingo Bungus.
Just that name.
There's Mr. White.
Stump Chunkman. Stop. Desist. Please, stop. Make him stop. How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confessed. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You all done here?
Yes, Your Honor. I guess
Done
you...
it again. That was
Well...
spirit defense.
Well, Mr. Wright, you've done it again. I guess you could say that if only you knew how spirited it was.
Da, da, da.
Da 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 da.
And here I was worried that we'd have to be back at it again.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, this court finds the defense. And rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Dude, I wish that they would rain down confetti in real life courtrooms like that every time a verdict was reached.
Well, yeah, it's made out of shredded up memos from earlier on. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, no dot 2. There's Mia.
No, it says Defendant Lobby no dot 1.
Well, it's...
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but Weedle-leedle-leedle-lee. Congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae.
Yeah, seriously. I'm lucky that you and Maya were both here.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live?
This does that like soundtrack.
Right.
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak.
What? No! There's
I
still
can't stay here for that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Look at the time. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief! Yeah, well, probably when I'm dead. Well, like...
Sooner than you think. Whoa. I'm not the chief anymore.
Yeah.
Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock?
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief! Yeah. September 9, 9:02 p.m. Faye and Code Law Offices.
Faith and Co. Law Offices.
And then being here, it's hard not to think about that night. Question marks. Be the question marks.
Hold on. You came.
Mia.
Mamma mia. I was, kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
And then it's just Detective Gumshoe for some reason. Wow, you should see your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Oh,
It
good.
was me.
Maya? Oh, good. The bad sister.
What? Did I look like my sister?
Look like you were her. Like you were literally your sister for like a full,
Really weird.
for like a full hot minute. It was very strange.
Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me some lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Phoenix, I need you to get eggs for Maya.
Penis, you must get egg for Maya.
I need you to get amulets for Maya. This is
Ah!
your character arc.
Ah, read the thing.
Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh? Bitch, do I look like I need a babysitter? Look how spiky my head is. If some punk tries to jump me, I'll just stab him with my hair.
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this, casual. Yo, Nick and Maya here, ready to get down to business. You, don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said it was what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, I would really so much rather have Mia, but, I mean, fuck it, right? It is Maya's fault I'm here now. But, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah! Thanks, Maya. Oh, okay. Ghost Mia's back.
Do. Good luck, Phoenix.
Did you read the thing?
Right. Oh yeah, I did. Right. Okay, Nick. Let's do it. Wait. Looking around the office or getting a burger? Not sure what order we're doing.
Huh? Do what?
Phoenix Wright food reviews.
Read the thing.
Burgers. Oh, she was talking about burgers. Burgers, Tony. Burgers. There's a great burger joint down the street.
Okay. Okay, wait up. Oh my god. Oh, dude, episode 3, hell yes! Oh, we did it! We finished episode 2!
Mama, we made it.
Oh, looks like we made it! A brand new episode has been added!
This one looks involved.
Yeah, there's like a lot of samurais and shit. Hell yeah, I'm gonna save that shit!
Well, a robot in a kabuki mask attacked another robot.
Yeah, there was a lot of robot stuff happening. Oh my god, dude. Well, this has been great. I'm gonna... Well, wait, what? What?
Yeah,
wait, what?
About samurais.
Wait, why is this the thing that's happening? Ah! No! No! I accidentally clicked on the episode. I didn't mean to do that. And I can't stop it. I can't stop it.
Well, hit the menu button, dude.
I can't! It won't let me! I'm gonna end this like right now before anything happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Lujack, that's Taylor.
You know, you can just, it just cuts away if you hit the PlayStation button.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but then they can't see any. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. Can they even hear us when it's on the screen though? Because like I was watching one of our things once, and when this screen popped up, our like audio cut out. So like, make sure they can hear us with where it's at now.
I'm pretty sure they can. So
We'll just make sure on your end, because my laptop has no sound. Yalehi-hoo. Testing. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Lujack, that's Taylor. And,
take care.
stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we'll see you next time. Bye!